Hey, good afternoon, my friends. This is Patrick Allman from Stop Doing Nothing, and this is the weekly Stop Doing Nothing podcast and live video coming right to you guys. Today I did it from my car. This might even be the same purple shirt I had on last week. It's freezing cold here in Oklahoma, and whether you're listening on the podcast or watching the video on YouTube or on the blog, I just want you to know I very much appreciate you. Today we're going to be talking about action. And there's a quote I want you to write down in big giant letters and put above your desk, above your credenza, in your bedroom, on your bathroom wall, on your kitchen door, whatever it is. And this is the quote. The world was built on imperfect action. Again, the world was built on imperfect action. And if you prefer, you can even change that to millionaires are built on imperfect action. Millionaires are built on imperfect action. IMPERFECT. I had to think that out because I know I'm not a great speller. Oftentimes, I talk to people about ideas and starting a business, and they've thought about this and they've thought about that, and they don't know where to get started. And I'll sit there and I'll explain to them some of the steps. We have to do maybe this to get this going, and do a little bit of this to get this going, and they're like, I didn't realize it would be that easy. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not the ideal plan. Oftentimes, to tell you the truth, I even hear people say that before they want to start a business, they want to have a nice plan. They want to have these financial projections. They want to know what's going to happen in the next day, next week, next month, next 3 months, whatever. They want to have it planned out perfectly before they ever get started. And so they keep waiting for this perfect plan. And they've been waiting for, a month or a year or 5 years or 10 years. Nothing frustrates me more than to hear somebody who has been saying for 10 years, I thought about starting a business, but I'm waiting for this, this, and this. Imperfect action is your friend. Imperfect action is your friend. Now, what I mean by that is I pointed out in previous podcasts and previous videos that none of us know what the hell we're doing. But it's the small steps we take. I'm sure when Bill Gates was, working on the Microsoft operating system, or when Steve Jobs was working on the Apple platform, they stumbled a lot and they made a lot of mistakes. But they took the small steps forward they need. There is no such thing as 0 days. Another great phrase of mine. There is no such thing as 0 days. What does that mean? That means every single day, when you are trying to get someplace in a relationship or starting a business or becoming an entrepreneur or doing something like that, you need to take 1 or 2 small steps every single day. I know a lot of people who are trying to start a side hustle and they have a full-time job, but the really good ones are the ones taking a step or 2 every single day. Talk to someone sometime who makes $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 a month, and you will find that at some point in time, they were losing money every single month, or at some point in time, they were only making $5 or $10 a month, and maybe someday they grew it to $50 and $100 a month. But the reason that grew like that is because they took imperfect action every single day. So if you're the kind of person who wants to start a business, and this is specifically my business advice, and I've probably preached this way too much, do me a favor and make a pledge to have no 0 days. Every single day, do something that pushes you a little bit forward in your business. It doesn't really matter if it's maybe reading a couple chapters out of a book, or if you join my Empire Builders Facebook group. I post a lot of links in there to books that are like less than $10. I just posted one the other day from a sales guy. He has a book at, I think the website's at elevatortothetop.com. Elevatortothetop.com will take you to a book where you can order a book about sales and marketing from a friend of mine named Ryan Stewman, who I did a video with earlier today. You can order that book for $8. A book of knowledge, a book of somebody else's 2 decades of experience for $8. $8, forward progress. Go to a library, check out a book on sales and marketing. Forward progress. Learn how to build a simple 1 or 2 page website. Forward progress. Everything I'm talking about was only like an hour or 2 out of your evening. Now, a lot of you may think, or you may be wondering, But what about my personal time? What about my downtime? What about my weekends? You know what? If you're not quite sure about time management, I'll do some more videos on it in the future, but go back and watch my previous videos on Stop Doing Nothing and on my YouTube channel, which I hope you subscribe to and get notifications on my YouTube channel about time management. There are 7 days in a week, and there are 24 hours in every single day. I don't want you to work every single one of them, but if you need to make these small forward steps, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, if you want success, then you can have no 0 days. So that's another quote you should write down. No 0 days. What does that mean again? It means every single day you will take a small step forward in your venture in life. It doesn't really matter if as you're going to bed and you're like, oh, I've had a 0 day. No. Stay up another 15 or 20 minutes and do something to prove yourself no 0 days. What's going to happen if you live by this no 0 days thing, I promise you, is all of a sudden one day you're going to wake up, and maybe a month, maybe 3 months, maybe 5 years down the line, all of a sudden you're going to wake up and you're like, wow, why am I so successful? How did this happen? It's because you live by no 0 days. As always, thank you for watching on YouTube. Thank you for watching on the blog. Thank you for listening on the Stop Doing Nothing podcast. If you haven't done so, please do me a favor and go over to SDN039 and subscribe to the podcast. Also, I syndicate to a variety of places. So if you want to listen on iHeartRadio or on Google Play or on iTunes, all those links over at SDN039. And of course, like us and follow us all over social media, even on YouTube. Thank you as always for watching and for listening. Pledge yourself. It's the 2nd day of February. Pledge yourself to have no 0 days in February. Your life will change, as will your pocketbook. Thank you for watching. This is Patrick Allman from StopDoingNothing.com.